Thank you for tuning into the My Positive Perspective Internet Show today, where we feature individuals and groups who share the common goal of improving the local Charleston community. Today's episode is brought to you by Vistaprint, who reminds you that first impressions are always important. Today's guest is Mr. Nick Owens. So, Nick, how you doing, man?
How are you?
Good. Nice seeing you. And what we're discussing in today's topic is the life of a musician who is somebody you really, admire and look up to. We lost him towards the end of 2014, Mr. Joe Cocker.
Yeah, Joe's the man.
So, yeah. Maybe you can talk about, how you got to be following Joe and what his life meant to you.
Yeah, it was just kind of, 7th and 8th grade, you just listen to anything on the radio, and finally you started searching for music a little more. You start getting into, the classic rocks, the good stuff, and I've always been aware of them, and then the last couple of years, like you said, the Little Help from My Friends on his probably the most popular song. He's got a bunch of great tunes, but that one in particular spoke to me a little more the last couple of years. And
sure.
Yeah, he's just one of those names that I think everyone hears, and they might not know much about him, but, he lived an incredible life. He was an unbelievable musician, just a really good person, too.
And then, of course, he did things like, he wrote the theme song for the Wonder Years, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And now, I had a friend go to a Widespread Panic concert, and he said at the end of the concert they played, the Wonder Years theme song, and he said the Wonder Dry in the building, man.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but going back to one of Cocker's most famous works, I get by with a little help from my friends. Do you think there was anything that happened in Joe's life that helped him write that song?
Yeah, I don't know for a fact, but I'm sure there is. They don't. He probably grew up in tough times, and I'm sure something sparked his motivation for that song.
Yeah. Because I mean, during that song, he's talking about what he said, tough times, and me and you certainly both know tough times. But me and you also know the value of friendship and how friends, even though they don't make that pain go away, they kind of help divert your attention away from the pain.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's it's out of a really bad situation like you talk about is when you find some of your best friends, which you can come out of. You get some of the best goods and positives in your life come out of some of the hardest and dark times.
Worst things. You bet, yeah. And then just like the saying says, it's easy to be your friend, or it's easy to be friends with people when everything's going great in their life and everything's superb, excellent. They have nothing to talk badly about. But of course, those true friendships are tested when you have a challenge put forth in life.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, in that song in general, just the last couple of years, I couldn't imagine the help that all my friends have given me through all this has been. It's been crazy. Like you said, you still go through the pain, but it's diverted and it's diluted, and it's a much easier path, and you have people there next to you all the time, offering for help and offering a hand.
Sure. Then one other thing that I haven't really talked to you about largely, I remember one of the radio interviews you had. It may have been the first radio interview that we had together, and your dog Lenny was barking in the back.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you talk about how much your dog meant to you.
Oh man, Lenny's one of my best friends. I got him in college. He'll be 10 this year. But
oh wow.
Lenny's bark actually. I think Lenny's bark actually made a Scholar's Mustache album on in the background, and we didn't want to remove him. Because in one of the songs you can just hear a really light bark in the background, and my drummer brings that up almost every time we play the song. He barks in the same spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've written songs about Lenny. He's just the hospital actually let him come and visit me.
Yeah,
I was like, come on,
yeah.
see him, and that was one of the better days in the hospital for sure.
Well, you know, I'm positive you know this. Your sister asked me what was one thing she could do to help you, and I suggested, you know, if he has a dog, bring the dog to the hospital.
Yeah.
And of course, I had a cat at the time of my car accident, and I remember missing the cat, and then you know, finally when I got back home, you know, I was still in a wheelchair, but my dad handed me the cat, and the cats aren't very affectionate, really, but the cat knew that I hadn't been home in a long time, and she missed me.
Yeah, absolutely, that's awesome.
And I'm certain that Lenny missed you.
Yeah, I hope so, man. You know, we got a short mind span.
but it was nice seeing him.
Oh man, it was amazing. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, one thing to look forward to.
Yeah, Lenny liked it too. I was on an air mattress at the time. We were scared he was going to jump up and like put some holes in it, and God knows how much that would cost at the hospital.
Yeah, right.
Stay down, Lenny.
Right. So this is.
That's what I was.
It says, you know, so Lenny was another one of your friends that helped you get by.
Oh yeah. He's my best friend because he doesn't talk, you know.
Right.
He doesn't ever complain about anything. He's good to go.
Yeah. But on this episode, we did want to say, you know, to Mr. Joe Cocker, you know, what a great life you've had, what great works that will never be taken away. They're always going to be there.
Yeah.
People will always remember you for the works that you've accomplished during your life, and kudos to you, sir.
Yeah.
So, Nick, thanks for joining me.
I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks for tuning in to My Positive Perspective. Have a great day.
On a sunny day, I feel my thoughts drift away. Only good vibes and good times living in my brain. On a sunny day, catch me lamping in the shade, feeling so fine and so high. Oh, my sunny days, still I hope all my efforts will one day pan out. Love within, you'll never be without. So I roll, feeling strong and so invincible.